I started smoking at the age of 17 years young, but I didn't go buy my first pack of cigarettes. I started off with weed. In the beginning, I barely had anything to care about. Didn't even start thinking about a career as if I was going with the flow of life. Although I graduated at the age of 17, it's still considered that I started off very young for this. It didn't seem much, all until a while into it, my vision began to expand faster than expected. We, as me and my cousin, aside from other friends, one time we emptied out of smoke and pockets. It started to feel as if it was a physical feeling. I call it itchy. Everything was going fast. Somehow, somewhat, a cigarette would help for a while, as if it was similar to taking a break from hustling. We had to keep looking for a dealer until I became one, first for myself, and of course my cousin, and then, as someone who's eligible to expanding, so did my circle. I made money. It was around the age of 19. It all felt like real life, but the way I see it now, it wasn't. It was the ability and power of imagination, with the help of weed, which was being able to focus on one thing at a time. As one of its positive benefits, I was able to concentrate on creating and expanding from the inside. For that being said, as someone who never felt actually loved, except for family love of course, I decided to become something a lot of people would dream to become. Cool. Eventually it worked. It was a fantasy. That cool side was only there when I smoked. It was even more when I had that amount. 2 years later, after all the hustle, optimism, greatness, romance, but a responsibility, pessimism, indifference, and more, God whispered. God had said to me, through numerical signs, humans, angels, and whatever else that has signs, that it's time to stop. It was a wake-up call, even though I was the cool guy. My remembrance of who I actually am, what got me where I was, and all that fuss, the awakenings, it all came so quick in one vision. When I finally wasn't afraid to listen to that part, I was reminded of a contract. In between the last part, which was all of the signs and more, I had met someone. It was nothing that would come to mind. A couple of months before my 22nd birthday, the biggest shift in my life at that time began to happen. I wasn't that old me anymore. Everyone looked at me different. Where's the guy that we knew? Did he break? No, he didn't. He just expanded. That someone I had met was God sent to get me off that lane and start something new. It was hard for her, even though she's very tough. I never knew someone around my age who could have done all of that. All of what she had done to get me on the lane I needed, I, myself, didn't see as much. 3rd of September, the greatest shift in my life. Out of inspiration of her work, just the minute we split, I decided that it's time to make that decision. At first, it was out of fear of losing her, even though I certainly did, but it was a big win for the both of us. She didn't come for nothing, and I wasn't abandoned for nothing. Out of respect to her, that same day I decided to remove everything that has even a little bit of negative effect on my life. I told the source of being that I was 100% ready, and so I took off. I quit smoking weed and cigarettes. I quit drinking everything you'd buy from the stores, except for Schweppes only for a while. Also, coffee, store tea, alcohol, and ready meals or restaurants shortly. It took me 2 months to detox to at least start functioning properly. 4.5 to 5 years of almost daily lots of inhalation is a lot to take in. It was so hard to let go of a big-time lover and so many old habits and all of that above. Also, I lost uncle and my closest friends all at once. But that doesn't stop me from being. I know it's hard to take, but that doesn't stop us from evolving. I decided to be someone I dreamt to be. Me. And as of now, attracting my dreams, sober. I didn't mention that I got back to drinking alcohol 3 or 5 months later. But then, from this post, it's almost 4 months since I literally quit drinking alcohol, and it was easy because I'm a soldier now who can take on any decision. I am now from this post almost exactly a year and a half plus sober. It's not quite a lot, imagine if more, but a lot for someone else who would decide to quit smoking and 2 days later he starts smoking harder. I feel life within me as if outside of me. All of that gained wisdom, clarity, awareness, visualization, responsibility, activity, consistency, consciousness, discipline, power, psychic, skills, psych, self, mission, balls, strength, health, geniusness, and whatever positive traits you can name. I am mostly happy for having myself and exploring everything with myself, witnessing everything and not missing out. Nor will I miss out. I will keep doing my best and still on to more and more rapidly. I am to inspire you, but not for you to smoke or go through the same story as I, but to listen to your heart and not to disappoint your soul and self. It's all you have to do. Have the drive to become better. You don't have to go through tough times like I did. What I shared was only 10% of what I went through to what I am now. It's a weak story, but to be strong is to be weak first. All of what I had went through was for my what used to be stubborn self to finally make such decision that I need to begin and stop living subconsciously. Hi there, I'm Tariq. I go by the alias Spooky. I'm a rapper, just not what you desire yet. I will keep doing my best that you'll never be able to catch up. My work ethic is unmatched and so are my skills. If your bitch ass ain't gonna quit whining and start doing, you're gonna be 80 questioning yourself like the fuck you done to yourself. Learn to listen to the core self. If you reach that, you can do anything. Practice does everything better. Strive to be better than you ever was. Strive to surprise yourself. Strive to be someone you never thought you will be able to become. Your actual, truest self. Your authenticity. Your own presence. Your own glory. Your magical self. You. And it's really time to stop looking at others with shame or jealousy, because if you see someone hampered, it's because they're going through different things than you are, most likely tough times. And if you see someone ahead of you, applaud them. They're doing a great job for themselves and the others. Aside from that, you need to only see yourself and applaud yourself when you get ahead of who you were. Be thankful for existing and keep doing your best. Because nothing really feels better than being clean, functioning, conscious, happy, and yourself. My short story to inspire you. Still not my whole secret ingredient to outwork in you, but I'd love to see you doing anything about it. Now you know who's behind the character of Spooky. I like how 90% of people decided that I was playing around. It's time their judgments disappoint them. I even could be making my enemies shiver, but I didn't do them wrong. It was them playing around. Now they're touched. All love, Tariq.